Happy Read Aloud Day. I'm Elle from Canine Care Hub, and it's time for a Tuesday pause where we pause and focus on a strategy to support you with your canine business today, rather than just being deep in the hustle. I come live every Tuesday to take this pause with you. But today is National Read Aloud Day, so I thought I would read you a segment from my Amazon bestseller, Fetch More Clients, because hopefully chapter 4, all about connections, may help and serve you today. Should have checked that I didn't have a raspy voice before I started, but here we go. I actually do intend to do an audiobook version of my book, Fetch More Clients. If you would like me to, comment and let me know, and then I would get more energy to do it for you. I would love to do it. I've got the mic set up for my radio days. Okay, let's go. Chapter 4, Connections, the 3 C's. Connection is key. Innately, humans need relationships, and our relationships impact all dimensions of our well-being, including physical and mental health. In business, connections are business relationships that are mutually beneficial for both parties. The more we can connect, the higher our ability to gain fulfillment, joy, and profit. When it comes to your canine business, the main connections can be broken down into 3 specific categories, or the 3 C's, as I like to call it. 1. Community. This is both your local community in and around where you serve, but also your industry community. Are you staying relevant and elevating the industry as a whole? Sidebar, away from reading my book here. This is huge. The amount of industry spats that I see. I've worked for a decade helping small independent businesses, starting off in, I was a dog groomer, had a dog grooming salon, so the inter-rivalry that happened between dog grooming salons in a big industrial business was interesting. Then working for gyms, and gyms standing out and trying to compete with one another. Then working with chiropractors. Now mainly focusing on animal therapists like vet physios. And the same happens. It doesn't matter what industry you're in. If you're a hairdresser, it doesn't matter where you are. There seems to be these inner industry spats. Let's just stop, shall we? Let's elevate the industry. Let's highlight our amazing choice to be part of this industry and level each other up rather than tear each other down. And you can do some of this by working on the strategies that I share in my book. 2, clients. Are you supporting and staying in touch with your current clients, dog owners? And are you starting conversations with ideal future clients? 3, canines. When taking vital next steps in developing your core skills, focus on the dogs that you want to serve and your connection to them. Who do you need to stay connected to in order to best serve the dogs in your care? This can be personal development, this can be business development, but if you keep the dogs in mind when you choose who you're going to work with to elevate yourself, then it's only going to shine through and ripple through in positivity for your business. Back to the book. I'm meant to be reading aloud to you, not adding in my extra thoughts. This is going to be very interesting. If I do turn this into an audiobook, you're going to get my extra thoughts that go with it. Let me know, actually, in the comments. Would you rather I just read it verbatim, or would you rather hear my internal monologue that goes with it? I actually, to write this book, I actually spoke it, and then it transcribed it, and then I fixed it up. So it is very much my brain that came out, and then the benefit of a physical book is that it's then put in an order that's easier to read and understand, and also got properly checked by my publishers. Throughout this book, I provide strategies to grow your canine business, and I believe that connections are the most powerful yet basic strategies you can easily implement. Yet, making connections and putting yourself out there is one of the biggest hurdles my clients encounter. How far of this should I read? I think that's probably enough for a live today. There's a few questions in there, wasn't there, to answer. Are you staying relevant and elevating your industry as a whole, or are you tearing each other down? In which case, stop. As you're listening to this, I know it's not you. Are you supporting and staying in touch with your current clients? And are you starting conversations with your ideal future clients? Like, what bookings have you got in place to physically show up in places that your ideal future clients are going to be this year? Maybe plot them out on your 2026 calendar. And who do you need to stay connected to in order to best serve the dogs in your care? Wow. Yeah, and if you don't know, if you might be thinking, this is the book again. You might be thinking, I don't have time for more connections, or I wouldn't even know what to say. Or the biggest concern, what will my peers think of me? This is a big one. A lot of people don't communicate clearly to their ideal client because they're worried what their people that they studied with think about them. Just don't worry. When you grab your copy, I proverbially hold your hand through the initial stages of making all these connections. So, happy Read Aloud Day. Hope you enjoyed hearing a little inside to the book. If you've got your own copy, you'll be able to see where I went off on tangents. And if you have your own copy and haven't read it yet, then maybe this will be your little nudge today to dive into it. And maybe, you know, what's cool about this is you don't have to read it in order. If you just wanted to jump straight to chapter 4 and go and implement that in your business, you will move a needle in your business. I've designed it to be not overwhelming because I know that most of you are just living in overwhelm. So, hope you enjoyed your Tuesday pause. And yeah, let me know if you want me to turn this into an Audible for you.